Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. I am coming on this morning. I'm going to do my makeup real quick on here. Well, real quick. I'm actually going to take my time this morning. I am getting ready for our Thanksgiving dinner. We're having that over at my sister's house, so that's going to be fun. And she's hosting for the first time, so we're really excited to go. But this morning I thought I would come on here. I haven't been on here in a little bit, and I actually typically am on Instagram quite a bit, so if you want to find me there, find me there. I share quite a bit of tips over there, but the reason why I want to come on here is because so many ladies tell me that they don't wear makeup because they don't know how, and this makeup is the easiest makeup you'll ever have, and I want to show you how easy it is because it really blows my mind every single time. I've been using this makeup for 2 years, and I'm still like blown away by how beautiful it is, how easy it is, and how quick it is, because those are like my 3 things. I didn't used to wear makeup much because like I didn't have time. I'm a busy mom and I don't have the luxury of like that 30-minute morning routine. I just don't have that. So with 2 kids going on the bus in the morning, I just needed something that was really quick, and I just stumbled upon this makeup, and so this morning I'm going to just share how I do it. And every morning it takes me about 3 to 5 minutes. I can actually do a 3-minute makeup application by using some of our bronzer or lip and cheeks on as an eyeshadow instead of doing an eyeshadow. So if like eyeshadow is something that kind of scares you, then those are the easy way to kind of get around it. So I'm an artist with Saint. So if you're interested in trying this, my entire makeup palette is in here. I don't have a bulky bag. I use this and a couple brushes. I have them here. All our brushes are double-ended, so they save a ton of space when it comes to traveling. And in this compact, I have my foundation colors, I have my blush and lipstick colors, and I also have my eyeshadow colors. So all of it is in here. Like, how crazy is that? Let's just jump into it. So our makeup is applied in a single layer. So instead of having multiple layer, it's applied in one single layer, and it looks so much more like skin doing it this way than having to apply like concealer and then foundation and then blush and all these steps that just builds up on your skin. So I love this application a lot more. I'm going to start with applying some of our milk cream because my skin is really dry this morning. You can tell winter's coming when we start the heat in the house. You can tell. So how I want to share a little bit how I became an artist. So 2 years ago, I actually tried this makeup on and instantly fell in love. I used to use MAC. I'm sure many of you are familiar with MAC. It's a pretty known makeup brand out there. And what I had was like a tube of foundation, and I would do eyeshadow. So technically I would apply one single layer of foundation on my skin and then do eyeshadow and just call it a day. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time in the morning. So contour was like something I really didn't know how to do, and I was never taught how to do it. So I guess I knew it existed. I didn't think it was necessary on a daily basis. Like I didn't know how to apply it. So when I started using this makeup, I was color matched to a contour, and so I started watching some videos and trying to figure out how to apply it. And obviously my artist who I purchased from was helping me with figuring all that out. So it was a little bit less scary at that point. It takes a little bit, I would say like once or twice, to really apply the makeup and figure out, okay, this is where I like my contour and this is like how I need to blend it. And just comes in really naturally. Like you can get this 5 minutes application like within like the second or third time that you really apply the makeup. I guess the first time that you apply it, it is kind of like, what the heck am I doing? And I kind of look ridiculous. And then you blend everything, you're like, whoa, like that's crazy. So I guess my point is, like, I'm here to help. If contour is scaring you, we don't need to do it. But my take on it was, when I applied the first layer of, like the one layer of foundation with MAC, I felt like there's a huge difference with how I apply my makeup now and how I applied it before. I look like a flat pancake before. Now you can see, like when I apply my contour, you can see that I have cheekbones, and you can see that those are kind of defined, because contour is really made to create shadows. Like you have natural shadows. You can see my natural shadow right here. And then when I apply like a lighter color, it kind of eliminates that shadow and it makes my face look rounder. So by keeping that shadow, but yet still covering your skin imperfection and all that, it just helps with keeping that beautiful structure that you have. Like those cheekbones are there, and like that jawline is here, and you can like play with some shadows on your forehead if you feel like your forehead is a little bit longer. So it's just really, really fun. I would say just try it, and worst case, you can just return it. We have like the 30-day return. And I felt like that was incredible to just give it a try, because I would go to Walmart and buy this foundation color, and it was not my color at all. And I would not return it. It was just money tossed in the trash instantly. So I don't know about you guys, but that kind of sucks, because then you go again, try to find a different foundation. It happens a few times that I ended up grabbing the same one. And I'm like, really? Like, I always think that's my color, but it's not. So as an artist, I am here to help you, and I'm here to find your colors for you. And then we troubleshoot anything that happens, or I help you like apply that makeup. So anyways, enough rambling. I'm just going to apply this makeup. I'm using the detail brush, and I love this brush because it has this flat edge to it. And this is my contour color, so I'm just like tapping. I've been tapping a little bit while I was talking, but typically like 1 or 2 tap, and I have enough product. Right now I have quite a bit. So how to apply contour, you just find your cheekbone and then apply that contour right underneath. How I start it is I start it from the ear, and then I bring it forward. I never go farther than the center of my pupil. So if I did it here, I would do this. So I know it looks scary and you're like, whoa, that's dark. But I promise it's not scary once you start blending it. So same thing on this side, start at the back of your ear and then bring it forward. So just like that. And like I said, I love this brush because it's like the perfect size. The perfect size for like the contour to be like positioned here, because you don't want contour down here or up here, because you want the jaw to be defined. In order to do that, it needs to be bright. So we're really playing with like shadows and colors. Shadows and lights. And it's like the whole point of this makeup. Like, you want a 3D dimensional look on your face. Your face is 3D dimensional. And if you apply one single layer of foundation colors, then that's not really helping, because it's canceling that 3-dimensional look. All right, so I also apply it on my forehead. I love to create some shadow right here. You can skip or do it. I love to do it. I think it just adds a little bit more. And then on my jaw, what I do, same brush. I went from top of ear to center of pupil on this one. Now I'm going bottom of ear, And I keep my jaw straight so that if I do this, then I don't really know where to place it. My, how I place it, I really place it underneath the bone. So I start at my ear and then I follow underneath my bone, my jawbone. Same thing on this side, just underneath the jawbone. It just, like, if you look at it this way, you barely can see anything because it's just keeping that shadow that I already have. That's all it's doing. Okay, next thing is nose contour. Up to you if you want to do it or not. I think it's a cool trick. I like to say that it's like a $14 nose job. Because these thins are $14 each, and they last forever. But what I do is I take my ring finger and I just dab it in there. Oh, I got it here. I just dab it in there, and then I smudge the two fingers together, and then right where it has this arch right here, I just place my two fingers and then just slide down my nose. And that's it. Like, it's super simple. It doesn't need to be complicated at all. And using a brush, I feel like it makes it a little bit wider when you look at it sideways. It really keeps it at the top. So that's why I like to do it with my finger. Plus, it's super simple. It's like no-brainer, which is my thing. All right, so switching brushes. The only reason why I'm switching is because today is Thanksgiving. And I want a really nice application, like a heavy application covering all this redness and like evening out my tones. So I'm using our heaviest brush. This is called the Buff brush. There's a smaller end and the larger end. Technically, I am able to apply my entire makeup with one single brush. I could continue with the detail brush. The detail brush will give you like a medium application. I just want a heavy one, so I am going with the buff brush. And if you did want a heavy one altogether, you can use this smaller end to apply your contour. It's like legit the same size as the detail brush. So little trick. You don't need like multiple brush when you start. You just need one. I generally suggest two, and the reason why is this brush is amazing to blend. I love it. It's called the blush and bronzer brush, shortcut BB brush, because it is a tongue twister. But it also comes with the bronzer, which I'll show you that in a minute, but it also comes with the bronzer, which allows you to save a little bit. So I suggest this one if you want a light application. I typically just suggest this one, but if you want a heavier application, I still suggest the BB brush and a different brush. So just a little insight. So for me, when I color match you, I give you two highlights. One is called the Brightening Highlight. One is called the Main Highlight. The Main Highlight is what's going to be as close to your skin as can be. And then the Brightening Highlight is the one that brings light. So the lightest of the two. And I'll show you in a minute where I actually apply the two to make a difference. To keep, again, that 3D look that we're trying to keep. So I have a couple. These are all highlights here. The only reason why I have multiple is because I don't want to ever run out. So I just put them all in here and then I just tap. And then the cool thing is, like, during the summer when I'm darker, I can go into my darker shades and like just tap here, and then start applying. It's super easy to just transfer from one color to the other. I remember, like, when I used MAC, I would like have just one tube of color, and it was just wrong for the summer. It was so bad. It was so light and so bad. And it was so expensive. I don't know about you guys, but if you use MAC, you know those tubes are like $38 a tube, and I would need multiple in order to like go from summer to winter to like spring and fall and everything in between. And so having this makeup, I can easily switch if one day I'm like lighter. Like, I can tell right now I'm lighter today than I was yesterday. Typically I just like tap and I apply it. Once I blend, I'll know a little bit more, but you can see that it's a little bit darker than my chest. And that's an easy fix. So easy. So I'm going to get to it. So I just tap and tap. These are my foundation color. Like I said, there's a light and a dark one, but for me to match with my skin tone colors, I need to mix the two to get my exact skin tone. And that's something, if it was to happen to you, I would tell you as well, and then we would work with that. So main highlight is what I'm doing right now. I like to say that I apply it on the beard area. So everywhere there's like beard. Think of like a man with like a full-on beard. That's where you would apply your main highlight. And I'm really, this is a heavier application, but it's really not a lot of makeup. When I say heavier, it's just because like the brush is more dense, so it picks up a little bit more material than this one, for example. So it's really not a lot of makeup. So if you don't like the feeling of having a lot of makeup, this is not a lot at all. And then so my main highlight, I also like to apply it on the top of my brows. And then I also apply it right above my contour. Just like that. And so there's barely any products on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my my brightening highlight. Brightening highlight. And I'm going to just tap that on. And I apply it on the inner corner of my eye and outer corner of my eye. So do you see how bright this is compared to my main highlight? That's why we call it brightening highlight. So inner, outer. And the reason why I don't put this on the center is just to prevent like creasing or like generally creasing. You don't want to have too much makeup. Like if you have some wrinkles, then if you have too much products, it's going to sit inside those wrinkles and it's going to accentuate them. So you want to just do inside outside, and then you'll connect the two. So I also put it on the top of my forehead, along my nose, on the top of my lip, and then on the chin. So I call it the T-zone. So it's really like a T. And now I'm going to use that same exact brush, and I'm just going to start stippling on the inner corner and gently move that product on the center. And I'm going to do my lid because it tends to be a little bit more red. Just like that. And I bring it a little bit down. So I just work the product. It's all cream, so it's super easy to blend all together. Although these are different colors, they're all the same base foundation, and it's like really, really simple to just blend the product. All I'm doing is like stippling like this. I don't know if you can see it well when I do it sideways, but that's all I'm doing. I'm just stippling that product back and forth. And then top of lid. And I love to do this trick where I just, whatever's left on my brush, I just bring it on the top of the lid, because it's kind of giving me like a base foundation for my eyeshadow. Just like think of when you're cooking a cake where you put butter on the pan and then you put flour, and the flour just sticks where the butter is, and when there's too much, then the flour just, you can tap it out. Well, it's the same thing when it comes to like eyeshadow. If you have a good like creamy base, then it's really simple to just like put the right amount of eyeshadow. All right, so I'm just going down here, just taking care of all this here so that it's all blended together. You can use a perfector sponge too for this. I don't have one that's like wet, but these little guys, they're like really, really great for like blending everything in. I would just like like wet it so that it becomes, they really become like huge, and then squeeze it, and then take a towel and then squeeze it again. You want to have a very little water into this because otherwise it'll remove your makeup. All right, so I'm just stippling here. I'm going to use my BB brush and the smaller end of the brush, and I'm just going to just swirl this bottom section. See, it's not as scary anymore. My foundation seems to be pretty good. I love to add a little bit. I call it the Nike swoop. So just a tad of this brightening highlight, and I just go underneath my contour right here. It just like snatches that contour area, and it just also, what it does is it just brightens a tiny bit my jawline. All right, and then I can blend here. So what are you ladies up to for Thanksgiving? Are you hosting or is someone else hosting? We're going to someone else's house. All right. I'm sorry, I was going to skip a step and not tell you. I'm using the detail brush, and I am not dipping back in here right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use everything that's on here and the detail brush. So when you do your contour on your cheek, you just put it on your contour and then gently blend towards your hair and up. So up and away. Just like that, and I'm going to keep blending it as we go. This one I went a little too high. Do you see that? How this contour right here is like contouring this area, and this one's like up here. So what you do is you just take that buff brush that you had some product on and you erase it. It's so much more simple than we think. We really don't want to complicate ourselves when it comes to makeup, and it's all cream, so you can just erase. Something's not right, you don't want that lip and cheek that you just put on, just take that brush and erase it. Okay, same thing on your forehead. Just tap on that contour and then brush away from your face, so into your hairline. Just like that. And then same thing for nose. So the nose, you typically want to keep this area really bright. So I just like to like tap and like brush it away from the tip of my nose. I don't want to bring it too low here. I want to keep it high. I'm going to put a little bit more brightening highlight on that. This is really like painting by number. You just need to know where those colors are supposed to go and then just apply them. And like I said, typically it's 4 colors, so don't get fooled by my palette because I have a little bit more in there. But typically it's 4 colors. Okay. Like this is my base foundation, and this you guys will take me like 2 minutes. I don't, like right now I'm explaining it, so it takes me a little bit longer, but typically 2 minutes. Like super, super simple and easy. Then I will add bronzer, and I'm trying to figure out if you guys want to see like a dark brown bronzer or Bella, because Bella is honestly a favorite. But I love, sorry, I have her hair. The joy of having long hair. Where is it? Oh, Heat Wave is a brand new one. It's like this dark color here. And this is Bella, right up top here. So Bella's a lot lighter. I'm actually going to do one side with Bella. And bronzer and contour is totally different. So I know I say this often, and the best way to explain it is lipstick. So like a gloss and a matte lipstick will give you different coverage. So like a gloss will be see-through, and a full lipstick will be like covering that whole underneath color. Same thing for contour. Contour is full coverage, and then bronzer is like the see-through color. So you want to either use both or just use contour, but bronzer is typically not used. Bronzer is typically not used for contour. I had a total blank moment here. Okay, so this is Bella. So you can see the difference, like when I have no contour and then some contour. It just gives a little bit more definition, and it brings in like your eye right at the center of my face, like the bright areas of my face. So this is Bella. I'm going to show you what Heat Wave looks like. So Heat Wave is a lot darker, and it has like a red undertone, which I'm kind of digging for today. I mean, it feels like holidays are coming, and you know, it feels like Heat Wave might be it for today. Okay, all right, so Heat Wave is a little bit more warm, and then Bella's a little more subtle. So it's really up to you what color you really want. By the way, I am doing this right now, but I love to add bronzer on my neck. My neck tends to be a little bit lighter than my chest, so I just bring everything down and match it to my face. So if I'm wearing like a little bit more coverage, then just everything just matches. What do you ladies think? Do you like Heat Wave or do you like Bella better? I feel like I like Heat Wave a little bit better today. I'm going to do Heat Wave on this side. So, no, nothing complicated. I'm just going over it. And so bronzer, you put it on the high points of your cheeks, basically where the sun would hit your face. So you can put it on your nose a little bit. You can put it on, I don't know, your lower lip. Wherever you want to put it is really your own preference. I'm going to just bring that back up a little bit because my bronzer brought it down. Just really want to make sure that this jaw stays bright. Just doing that Nike swoop again. There you go. So now I'm going now I'm going to do lip and cheeks. So our lip and cheeks are really, really incredible. We have so many colors. I have a whole palette here of different colors. And I carry some in mine as well. This is like my everyday makeup palette. These two are colors that I've created. I can share how to do that. I've shared it a couple times, but it's really fun. You just heat like different colors together and create your brand new color. So that's really fun. Today, I think I'm going to skip this palette. I want to go into, you know what? I just had my Advent calendar, and I didn't really share it on here. So I'm going to share it. I opened it, you guys. I wasn't supposed to, I know, but I couldn't wait. And I didn't do it live because it was late. But these are the advent calendar colors. I'm like madly in love. So the thing that's cool about the advent calendar, if you like the surprise, I'm really sorry. But the thing that's cool with the advent calendar is this is like my go-to palette. This is like my everyday palette. And see how large these are? So I can only carry, I think it's 9 colors on here. But the advent calendars are half the size. So the cool thing is I can now carry 18 colors. So I love that because for Christmas, I'm going to be carrying some of these smaller ones so that I can have like enough to do like different looks. And so it's just really, really fun. So I think they still have some online if you're interested in getting an advent calendar. I think they've just restocked. So they're still out there, but look at how gorgeous. Okay, so there's this new color and I want to try it. I think this is it. That's not it. There's one that's brand new and I want to try it. Ooh. These are all magnetic. In case you don't know, these are all magnetic. This is Royal. Actually, one of my favorite colors. It's a gloss, so it looks super scary, but it's really not. Where is that new color? Well, there's Sunshine State that I absolutely love. It's one that I had. Okay, Ever Red. This is the color I was looking for. This is a gloss, you guys. And it's like more on the pink side, but it's absolutely stunning. Look at the difference though. Like, would you quite honestly purchase this when it's online? Like, it's really, really scary. It's almost dark, like black, red color, but then when you put it on, it's like this gorgeous red pink color. It's really, really pretty. So what I typically do is I apply my lip and cheek right on the top of my bone. So I just do 2 dots when it's a gloss. I just do 2 dots. Same thing on this side, right on the top of my cheekbone. I'm gonna add one more because it's so pretty. And then I just blend. And I know you're gonna ask, like, does gloss blend well with cream? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All of our makeup is really created to blend together and create like that, almost that airbrush look. Look at how stunning this color is. I had not tried it yet. So pretty. It almost makes me think of a mix between like Royal and what's that other color? It makes me think of Royal and what's this color? This color here. Sorry, I have a total blank right now, but it looks like it. Ruby. Yeah, Ruby. It looks like a mix of Ruby and Royal. It's so pretty. All right, I'm gonna just bring this back down. I want to keep it high. Just like that. And then same thing for blush. I usually keep it, I keep it outside of my smile line. So smile line, keep it out. So I'm going to just clean it here and clean it a little bit here. That's how I typically do it. And it just like, it's so pretty. I'm going to use the same thing for my lips. Damien, what are you doing? Do you guys hear him? He's like playing with the dog. Okay. So isn't that gorgeous? This is Ever Red. And I'm going to add some of my contour just to like line my lips a little bit. Sorry, wrong palette. I have all these palettes because I'm seriously addicted. Okay, so my contour, Ash, I'm going to just add that color. It just adds a little bit of, just a tiny bit of like shadows around my lips. Yeah, this is gorgeous. This is Ever Red. This is the new color in the advent calendar. I don't know that they're going to bring it back, but I think it's stunning. And I have that same exact color on my cheeks. All right, eyeshadow. I'm going to do eyeshadow and then brows. So let's actually start with brows. Okay, I'm going to find... My kids are so excited today because of Thanksgiving, so I'm sure you can hear my son. He's like going way off right now on the other side of the door. Okay, so eyebrows, there's multiple things that we can do. So we can use our, hold on for a second. Damien, what are you doing? I'm on the live. Just talk a little bit less loud, okay? Well, that was it. He's playing with the dog. The dog had a new toy with his food yesterday, and so he's playing with the dog. So 2 things that you can do for your brows. I typically like to just fill them in. I use an eyeshadow to color them in, but you can also do the contour. So there's like different ways of doing it. We also have a brow wax, which you can try as well. I love it. I've tried it a few times. I've actually put it on when it was our family pictures. So like I do it mostly when it's like bigger events. But I'm using the line brush, and we call it line because it has like this little thing right here. And I'm just tapping once in my eyeshadow, and I am going to just line my brows. Just like that. I am so concentrated right now. But adding some colors to your brows makes a huge difference. And if you're scared of it, just give it a try once and see if you like it. If you don't have to do it again, plus you can remove it. So this is like, that's how I like them done. And then this is like more faded. And the only reason why it's more faded is because I'm missing a little bit of hair in certain areas. So I love to just use my eyeshadow and kind of create that foundation-ish for my brows. And I can also help you get color matched for that. If you're looking for something just for your brows, I can help you with that too. There you go. And then flip the brush around and just like brush through. And that's it. So it's just like little strokes-ish with this brush. Just make sure that it's there you go. Then let's do eyeshadow. I feel like I should do a little bit more sparkly today because it's Thanksgiving. Let's see. I just need to find my little glue because sparkle has a hard time sticking to other eyeshadow. So I'm going to just do a transition color and then I'll do some sparkle and probably some like Smokey. Maybe I'll use Salem or Kohl, something like that. I'll just go as I go. So I typically always start with Cafe, which is this color here. I'm using the eyeshadow brush, and this brush, you guys, is so incredible. So this color, I apply that on my lid and I bring it up to my brow. Not quite to the brow, but almost to the brow. So when you apply your eyeshadow, just make sure that you start on the outer end, tap your color in, and then start working that color on the rest of your eye. I'm just adding a little bit more. All right, just like that. I'm gonna do Salem on, Salem is black. And I feel like doing that just because, I don't know, I feel like a smoky eye today. I just have to find it. There it is. Okay, this is Salem right here. This is Black Friday, our eyeliner. So they're both black. However, this one's cream. Okay, I just tap the excess and I tapped a little bit of that color and I'm going to apply that on the outer corner right here. Flip my brush around and just brush that, like, I just do little circles. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and I always tap the excess because otherwise it'll fall onto your makeup and then you'll have to just clean it, but it's just mostly a pain, so that's why I like to just tap it before I apply it. anyone else open their mouth when they apply makeup? I feel like I'm always trying to be careful and not open my mouth. Okay, so I know this eyeshadow might not be for everyone, but that's okay. You can do this with like a different color if you feel like it's too dark. You can do this with Lullaby. You can do this with like a ton of different colors. Cocoa, Coal. All right. I'm gonna just check. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, same eyeshadow. Whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to sweep my lashes, my lower lashes with it. And I went a little bit overboard on the outside, so I'm just going to take my brush and just clean it up. Okay. Now, I'm using this glitter glue. It's from NYX, and you can find that in like any pharmacy. So I just put a tiny little bit on here. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner, right where I want to put the glitter. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, I'm just waiting for it to kind of like start being sticky a little bit. And I'm gonna add two colors. So I do want to do this one here, I think, but this is like all glitter. I'm gonna just try it and see. I'm gonna try it. That is so pretty. Wow. That is so gorgeous. All right, same thing on the other side. This is all glitter. This is not really a powder or anything. This is really glitter. So stunning. I need my mirror. I need something a little bit closer. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean the bottom here. I went a little overboard with the glitter. I'm gonna go in with my Brightening Highlight and see if I can cover it. Because glitter just doesn't easily remove. If you guys have kids, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I still have a lot of glitter. Well, it's actually what I wanted. I'm just trying to get some of that glitter out. All right, that looks actually really, really good. I'm really excited. So let me do, I'm gonna clean this brush real quick. I want to do some unicorn. I'm going to use the multitasker brush, and I'm going to use unicorn on my brow bone. This color here, it's a white color. And I'm going to do that right here at my brow bone. Same thing on this side. And on the inner corner. Just adds a little bit, a little extra touch. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to add some Illuminator because I'm glamming up for today. So I am going to do I have glamizing, but I want to do something a little different today. Let's see. I have all these palettes. Like that just shows how addicted I am to this makeup. I have some bigger ones too. All right, let's do this one. That's pretty. This is rose gold. Actually, no, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna do Angel, which is this color here. It's like a pink glossy color. It just adds just a little bit. So pretty. I just like to add some on top of my nose, on my Cupid's bow. And that's it. So pretty. I like the glitter. So I typically end with setting my makeup. I'm going to use this one. It's called, it's from Red Aspen, which is a different makeup company. But I love their setting powder. So I just use a perfector sponge and I put some on here and then I just apply it where I want to set this makeup. And it makes my skin so soft. So soft. And I try to apply it mostly like on the bright spots, just because when I apply it on the darker spots, it tends to like remove the pigmentation of like the blush and the bronzer. And that's it. I'm ready for Thanksgiving now. And I'm going over to my sister's house so that I can start cooking. But yeah, if you guys want to have a color match today, I can help. Get ready for the holidays. That's it. That's it. Super simple. Typically, I mean, my regular everyday makeup is like a 3-minute application, but today is a little bit longer because I went all out on this cool eyeshadow. But yeah, it's super simple. So if you guys want a color match, just let me know. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. So my color match is www.colormatchbyvero.com. So I'll post it on the top here, but other than that, I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I appreciate you guys for being on here. I am loving every single minute that I get to share this makeup and share how it makes me feel. So you are beautiful and you should also feel that way. So I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Bye.